Hey guys, it's been a while since we did messages from Cernunnos, and I want to go ahead and do it this morning while I'm up and dressed and have been in a mindset to do so. I'm going to pull an oracle card and see what today's theme of messages is going to be. My beloved Cernunnos, we're here today to get messages for the collective and anyone that you want to speak to. We hope that they find this channel and get these messages. If not for this channel, please use the vessel of your choice to deliver what you need. Heart, home, compassion. This is the Shaman's Dream Oracle deck by Alberto Velardo and Colette Baron Reed. Home is a conversation that's been had in the last few days within my inner local circle. A stirring in the homes, relationships changing, dynamics changing, work changing, everything outside the house. All the factors that involve that do influence the home and can change the energy of the home. There's a lot of change coming. So let's see what... So in saying that, change your world as you want it. That changes the collective. Those ripples go out. And you've heard me say this over and over and over. It begins at home. When we see change that we need, we are the catalyst for that change. We create that change. We will that. We use our gifts to shape that. So let's maybe be a little more proactive in the change that it's inevitably, that we have been proven it since COVID is inevitably going to happen. Let's maybe build the direction. All right. This is going to be the Wild Unknown Tarot. All my other decks are at work. Well, all the decks I usually use on a regular basis. And then we will also use the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian Wild. I love this deck. And the other one, the Wild Unknown, Kim Cron's. These are not new decks. All right. I will tell you that this person that we're speaking about, or people, had an interaction with him, whether they know it was him. I think they feel it was him. That was on the intense / ghastly side. I'm going to be honest. This was... The situation they were exposed to was very dark. I do not see him in that light, although we all have the light and the shadow. But he was present. You felt him present. And I feel like you know who this is. This is for a fire sign. We need to start putting your money away, being a little discerning. Ask yourself, do I need this before I spend? This person is in a relationship. Doesn't have to be love. Could be partnership in business. Could be anything that is in a little bit of a rough spot. Board up. It's a good. You've got a good foundation there. Pick up the pieces. Put it back together. This is doable. The Earth Mother. Go outside. Ground. Spend time in nature. Commune with the outside. Bring the outside in. He's asking for an offering. When you go outside, you commune, you take your nature walk, you do what it is, you're going to find a gift. He's sending you something in. He wants something in return. You're going to know what this. Bring it in. Bring it into your home. Place it on your altar, whatever. But he's asking something of you. You're going to know it when you see it. This next person needs to speak up. He's asked for a voice. He, she, they have asked for a voice. He's given them that voice. This is someone specifically associated with Hecate. The owl and the key. This person lives in an isolation, is feeling very isolated. Does not live in an isolated situation. Is feeling very isolated, very cut off. If you are in a relationship where you are in some kind of abuse relationship, that's how it's coming across to me. He has heard you. You need to speak up. You need to ask for help. Literally. They can do a lot, and you've got to do something physically on your side. You've got to ask people for help. This is someone, I'm seeing a mountain range, I'm seeing forest. You literally could be in this situation and still be isolated. It's time for you to come out. You've got to come to where the people are. You've got to integrate. This person, I feel like, has a child, or there's a child involved. He's letting you know it's time for you to go, and you need to get that child out of that situation. You don't need to be there anymore. This child is important. This child has a job to do later on and needs to be protected. This child has gifts that the world needs. He, they, she need to be removed from that situation before it affects them in a negative way, and they withdraw. Someone has asked for a desire, a wish, a pinnacle here. So this pinnacles for me are desires, wishes, things we don't necessarily have to have, but we desire. And the reason we desire them could have importance to the greater collective. He has heard your asking, your intention. He's asking for roses, and he needs you to shit or get off the pot. This is not the first time you've asked. He's heard you. He's prepared to do what you've asked him to do. He needs you to gather the roses. I see literally leaves, thorns, the whole gamut. Red, or a shade of red, and 8 roses. This is a broken heart. This person has lost somebody to an addiction. Movement. Once again, change in the house. Movement comes when movement comes. The Chariot card is not in here, but the Chariot card is always one of two things. You see him packed and ready to go, and the Sphinx are sitting there not moving. or it's buck wild and he's not even holding on to the reins. While you may be down in this situation and the loss may be extremely measurable, this is in order with the way things are supposed to play out in this situation. You've got movement of cups, new things coming in, new love coming in, emotions riding high. Stay here for a minute. Think about what this change is meaning for you and your family. This person is not gone. You're going to feel this person. This person has deep regrets for what they've done to all of you. This person is still here. This person is waiting for forgiveness. This person is not going to move on until he knows that everyone is okay. This person themselves is okay, is in a new place, a better place, has come full circle, has paid the debt that they has had to pay, and is offering a way to peace, if you'll take it. I feel this person that has passed over was an Aries, Sagittarius, or a Leo, a fire sign. That's what you got from me, my beloved. There is justice in a court case coming up that you've asked for help with. There is work for you to be done. A lot of times we love to ask the divine for help and we don't follow up with the help. I will tell you, when you're doing any kind of working, casting, however you want to call it, intentions, spells, and it involves a legal process. This is not, more than not, justice spells for those kind of things are not a one candle deal. It is a step-by-step process. So you need to feed that as you go along. You need to understand names, dates, judges' names, attorneys' names, anybody who's involved anywhere, and you need to address those as you go. So you need to be doing the work. This is a step-by-step working that he's talking about. He's set in motion, but he needs you to follow through. There's something you need to look for in this situation. There's a card that needs to be flipped. There's information that's there that is being overlooked that you need to go find in order for this to be flipped over. It's there. You just got to look for it. The sweet guy that's asked for love, it's on its way. And this is definitely a male that's asked. I'm going to tell you, you're going to find this not in the form that you had here, which how it usually works, but there is movement. It is coming to you. This is, it's bright, it's colorful, it's life, it's joy, it is everything that you have been missing and that you have been looking for. I feel this person could be a little shy in the beginning, but is anything but once this person opens up. This person brings new life to you. This person is represented by the sea turtle here. So has been to the depths and risen to the top, is coming towards you, full of life. This is a beautiful card. For some reason, the color purple is standing out to me. This could be something related to when you see this person. You're going to know this person by purple. Purple speaks out. I don't know how, but you're going to know purple. Purple. This person has been really working on themselves. Um, a lot of self love, a lot of shadow work. You are on the precipice of becoming who you are meant to be. It's the Nine of Pentacles right here. You are that close, very close to rounding out this and having what you want. It's been a long journey. You've done it on your own. He's acknowledging how beautiful his child is. This particular person has some affiliation to birds, feathers, um, exotics. Could be exotic, could just be the peacock in their group. If you're not there yet, you will be. So polish all your jewelry, pull out the finest clothes. You deserve to shine. We're fixing to go into what my group calls Pride Month. We celebrate that so that the community sees that we're here. It's not to brag, it's not to boast, it's not to do things, even though that may be what you see when we have pride. That's not the intention. However, on a daily basis, we need to shine a little more, put a little more effort into what we do, be proud of who we are. I'll tell you though, there's someone around you that you need to be careful. No, this is not it. You have made wise choices about what it is you want in your life and out of your life. You've left a lot behind. And as painful as that could be, those were the right decisions. You're not going to regret that. There is new coming in. I feel there are a couple of things that you've been needing to do in this process that you haven't done yet, and once we pick those up and finish those out, you'll be closer to what it is you want. He's very proud of you, though. This is somebody that's completely burnt out, completely worn out on their last leg. And dare I say it, this could be somebody that is close to transitioning. He's with you right now. He's never away from you. He won't leave you. You have a choice to make. We can move into this, we can let this darkness take over and take us across. But you actually have an option to turn this around. And he needs you to make that decision. You've been told that you can do X, Y, and Z and get a little better. Once again, a lot of times we want to ask them and sit down on the couch. This comes from our Christian upbringing. Sit down on the sofa and wait for God to literally come down here and do something for us. We have to be proactive in our work, in our home. You do need more rest. You need to eat better. And if this situation is too far gone, I feel this could be a call to do what you need to do. This could be for two people, actually. Don't know each other. This is not two people together. This is two energies that have the same energy, and he's got messages for both. One is definitely going to transition. He's with you. He's heard you. He's going to take you. The other has an option, and he needs you to take care of things. Somebody needs forgiveness, and somebody needs to forgive in a situation. Forward movement will not happen until this judgment ends. Three of Swords. He knows that you're... Sorry, excuse me. He knows that you're upset. This was extremely devastating. I feel 3 people involved in this situation. But forgiveness has to be done. Forgiveness has to come. If not for their sake, for your sake. For your mental sake, you've got to forgive and you've got to move on. He's asking you to forgive for yourself, but he also wants you to know he's handling it. He's got it. It's going to balance out. You don't need to worry. Justice is coming to those that deserve it. He's signing out. He wants everybody to know that we're coming into a time period of movement. You're going to start to see a lot of movement. I talked about this in a couple of videos recently, that there's a stirring. We also just came out of a 20, I believe it was a 20 or 30 year cycle of karmic release. During this cycle, I just had this conversation yesterday with somebody, during which this generation here is ending generations of karmic cycles and karmic debt. As we move into the 5th dimension and we start to see noticeable changes in our world, just know things are moving the way things are moving, the way they're supposed to go. Another thing that's been recurring in a lot of the readings that I'm doing are steps. There are steps in which things are going to start happening in our lives. One thing leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. Start paying attention to those synchronicities. When you ask for something and when you're doing work, make sure you're going through the steps. Do what you know you're supposed to do. Bring things to fruition. Give me a final message, my sweet. The Ace of Wands. He's in a period of great gift giving right now. Ask and you shall receive. He's done. I thank you for spending this little bit of time with me, and we'll do this again soon. Thanks for allowing me to give you those messages.